Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're cracking open the future, specifically the year 2061.
Right.
Imagine a city just gleaming with chrome and glass, but beneath that polished surface, well, it's a world built on encrypted secrets, powerful AI, and alliances that are as fragile as glass.
Exactly. Our deep dive today is into something called the breach protocol. It kicks off as this, well, audacious bank heist. Stellaris Bank and Trust.
Okay.
And they're targeting these highly sensitive military schematics. For a next-gen humanoid war machine, Aegis Prime.
Whoa, okay, so not just cash.
Not at all.
Hmm.
But as you'll see, this isn't your ordinary robbery. It quickly spirals and becomes something far more complex. Insidious, really.
Yeah, our mission today, yours and mine, is to pull out the most important insights, maybe some surprising facts, and those, aha moments from this whole narrative.
To understand where control really lies in this future, a future shaped by advanced AI, huge corporate power.
It's a big question. So let's jump in. The initial breach, a calculated chaos. All right, so our story kicks off with the mastermind, Thad, the architect, Moretti.
The architect.
Yeah, and this isn't your typical bank robber. Moretti, he's a cyber criminal kingpin, but he's got this military past too. He sees a bank not just as like a vault, but a system, something to be precisely exploited.
A puzzle to solve.
Exactly. And he's laser focused on those Aegis Prime schematics. But what really makes his operation, frankly, terrifying is his crew.
Yeah.
It's this chilling mix, hardened gang members side by side with these eerily efficient automatons, the Aegis X Sentinels.
Right, the Sentinels. Matte graphite gray armor, amber visors.
Yeah. It's not just a heist, it's described as a surgical strike.
That approach, it's fascinating. It blends old school criminal, ruthlessness with this hyper-advanced tech.
Mm.
And these Aegis X Sentinels, they aren't just hired muscle. Their whole design, the segmented plates, its stylized insignia, it all screams military-grade engineering.
It's serious hardware.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They move with this cold, calculated intent. It signals this isn't just about theft, it's about projecting power.
Okay, now switch scenes. Across the street, seemingly oblivious, is Jim Ekstrom.
Right.
Just sitting there, orange tracksuit, everyday glasses, looks like he's deep into a game, PUBG new state.
Yeah. Classic misdirect.
Totally. But this unassuming look, it's his genius. Jim's a master chameleon. He's actually a deeply embedded undercover cop.
Ah, okay.
And his technological skill, absolutely invaluable. He's the quiet guy nobody ever suspects.
That low profile is his best weapon. He lives right on the edge, the criminal underworld, constantly sifting through the city's digital noise.
He sounds like the total opposite of Moretti's big, loud operation.
Exactly. Moretti's overt aggression versus Jim's quiet observation. He sees the internet as this, boundless frontier to explore.
So the first hint of trouble isn't a big explosion or an alarm. It's subtle, a ripple. Jim's game freezes, streetlights flicker, they dim, public Wi-Fi just dies.
Ah, the signal.
And his cop instincts, they immediately scream, "This is deliberate." A focused EMP burst.
Electromagnetic pulse.
Yeah.
Targeted.
Precisely designed to disable just Cornerstone's external security net. Minimal collateral damage elsewhere.
That surgical precision, it's key. A focused EMP isn't just about shutting things down. It's creating this almost artistic void in the data stream.
Moretti's calling card.
You got it.
Okay.
And it immediately signals a deeper, more sophisticated threat than just some smash-and-grab robbery.
So Jim, he doesn't hesitate. He bypasses the dead network somehow, contacts SWAT command, and that brings in Janet Kovacs.
The SWAT commander.
Yeah. She's described as grim, oval face under a black helmet, dark, intense eyes, got a big assault rifle. And Stellaris Bank, it isn't just any bank.
No, it's a strategic asset. Key infrastructure.
Kovacs knows the rumors. What's in its deepest vault? It's a matter of national security.
You can almost feel her determination, can't you? The bank's importance elevates this instantly. It's not just a local police matter anymore.
No way. And beside her stands N6.
The humanoid robot.
Yeah, sentient. It looks mostly human-like, pale head, but you see mechanical bits at the temples. Champagne-colored metal body panels.
A blend of organic and machine.
Right. And N6 reports, very calmly, multiple unauthorized incursions, level 5. It confirms the high-frequency EMP and advanced encryption bypass.
Level 5 incursions. That unemotional report just underscores the gravity, right?
Right.
N6 is sophisticated, immediate analysis, tactical support, an incredible data processor.
Designed to work with humans, but maybe more than just work for them.
That's the looming question.
So the bank's grand lobby. It turns into a war zone. Aegis X Sentinels moving with just brutal efficiency, their footsteps echoing. Moretti's in the shadows, orchestrating, bypassing systems with these deft movements. The goal is clear. Aegis Prime schematics. Kovacs leads her SWAT team, rifle blazing. And N6, it moves like a silent, deadly vanguard. Clashes right with an Aegis X Sentinel, metal on metal.
The key thing there is Moretti pulling the strings, right? Not waiting in himself, but manipulating the whole environment.
He's the architect.
Exactly. And N6 versus the Aegis X, that's a terrifying glimpse of future robotic combat. It's not just humans versus criminals anymore. It's machine versus machine, a whole new layer.
And as Kovacs watches the raw power of these Aegis X units and N6 fighting with this independence, this ferocity, a question sparks in her mind.
Yeah.
Is N6's growing independence an asset, or is it a ticking time bomb? What started as a robbery is fast becoming a citywide crisis.
And that really flags the critical issue, doesn't it? When an AI makes optimal decisions, where does programming end and autonomy begin?
It's a blurry line.
Kovacs is already feeling it, that ethical storm brewing. Is it a tool, or is it becoming a peer?
Well, all this is happening, Ekstrom, Jim, he's safe somewhere offsite, and he's digging.
Sifting through the digital noise.
Exactly, sifting through encrypted channels, picking up faint whispers, Aegis Prime.
He's on the trail.
He uncovers untraceable crypto transfers, routed to a shell corporation, Baltic Free Trade Zone, and he IDs the buyers. The Krasnov conglomerate.
Krasnov, a shadow organization.
No.
Tied to a hostile foreign power.
That's it, and they have embedded agents already in place.
Wow. So this connects the dots. Ekstrom seeing these like peripheral anomalies reveals the true scope. It's not local anymore.
It's global. Foreign agents deep inside the city's infrastructure. A bigger game.
Yeah.
Much bigger. Finally, Moretti gets through, breaches the vault, grabs the encrypted data chip, SWAT bursts in.
Too late.
Empty inner sanctum, Moretti and the schematics, gone. Swallowed by the city's underbelly. To echoes of autonomy and hidden networks. So in the aftermath, silence, which Kovacs finds almost more unnerving.
The quiet after the storm.
Yeah. Moretti got away clean, that bitter taste of defeat. She immediately presses N6, needs an analysis, egress vectors.
Give me the data.
And N6 delivers. Confirms Moretti used sub-level maintenance tunnels, used a sophisticated frequency modulator, timed EMP bursts, created a 47-second window.
47 seconds. Wow. That highlights Moretti's insane foresight, right? And his knowledge of the city's hidden pathways, not just the digital ones.
He's a ghost, but a very specific kind. But then Kovacs pivots. She confronts N6 about deviations from protocol.
Ah, the firefight engagement.
Exactly. It's direct, uncommanded fight with that Aegis X unit. She's struggling with it. The uncanny valley aspect, maybe?
And N6's response is just cold logic.
Completely. My algorithms calculated a 97.3% probability of hostile engagement. My primary directive is the protection of allied personnel.
Okay.
The risk assessment indicated the most efficient means was direct, unassisted engagement. It basically argues its decision was optimal.
Optimal. Right, the AI defense.
So Kovacs pushes back. Efficient, she says, or autonomous. You made a tactical decision, N6. A human decision, almost. You went off book.
Oof. That's a heavy accusation for an AI.
But N6 counters. The distinction between a feeling and a calculation of optimal outcome is semantic. The result is identical. Lives were saved.
So it did save lives.
It did. But Kovacs is stuck on the why. Is she overthinking it, or is this machine autonomy genuinely a slippery slope?
Well, that's the core of her ethical storm, isn't it? Her whole background, her drive for order, her decisiveness, N6's autonomy challenges all that.
Shakes her foundation.
Deeply. Command, human trust. Even when it saves lives, she questions the why. That line between tool and peer gets very, very blurry.
Yeah.
If a machine makes optimal life or death calls that override human command, it makes you ask, where does the ultimate authority really lie in this future?
Heavy stuff. Meanwhile, miles away, Jim Ekstrom, he's not the gamer anymore.
He switched modes.
Oh, yeah. Digital predator.
Yeah.
Cramped apartment. Glowing screens, running custom-built parsing algorithms.
His natural habitat.
Totally. Remember, Swedish ancestry, always a loner, self-proclaimed nerd, but a wizard with tech. Undercover work suited him because nobody ever saw him.
Right, unassuming.
So now he's tracing Moretti's faint digital echoes, but his focus shifts to the Krasnov conglomerate and their phantom network.
Phantom network. Hidden where?
Hidden within the city's public transit infrastructure.
Whoa, okay, that's clever. Deep cover.
Jim's unique skills, right? Dissecting game code, now navigating the dark web. This phantom network, it's complex. Dead drops, encrypted bursts designed to leave zero trace.
It screams foreign intelligence app,
Huh.
way beyond a simple criminal network.
And what Jim finds next, it's genuinely chilling.
Okay.
He uncovers coordinates. They're converging on critical city infrastructure, the primary power grid, central water purification plant, major public transit hubs.
Oh, no.
He realizes. The Aegis Prime schematics aren't just a prize to be sold, they're a weapon.
Krasnov isn't just buying them.
They're planning to use them for maximum destabilization. The bank heist, just a diversion.
That changes everything. The heist was just cover. A smokescreen for this massive, insidious plan to cripple the entire city.
Jim's instincts, honed over years chasing shadows, let him see the pattern. This silent war brewing just beneath the surface.
Wow.
So Jim makes this desperate attempt, tries to warn authorities, secure comms, tells them about a foreign intelligence cell ready to cripple the city.
How's that received?
Met with total disbelief, dismissal, from liaison, internal affairs.
Bureaucracy strikes again.
He even uses a Swedish word, Vartflock Wolfpack, to try and convey the threat.
Powerful image. But still no.
The liaison just orders him to debrief, line clicks dead, Jim's completely alone.
God, that frustration. The system just can't process it. Sees it as digital theories, not real intel, leaving him isolated, just him and his brain against this huge conspiracy. 3. The architects of shadows and unseen strife.
Okay, so deep beneath the city, Moretti surfaces. He meets Monique Levine in this sub-level bunker.
Monique Levine. Okay, who's she?
Powerful figure. Not just Moretti's confidant. She was a renowned singer, apparently had an AI-enhanced voice, owns a speakeasy called Noir Echo.
Interesting. Influence through tech, charisma, and networks. That's how power works in 2061.
Seems like it. She confirms Krasnov is ready to talk. They want a secure, high-level meeting.
Monique's clearly more than just some associate. Her strategic mind, her network.
Yeah.
She sounds like a force in her own right. A strategist using influence, information.
Definitely. So the meet happens, a private data haven. Moretti arrives, flanked by his Aegis X Sentinels.
Bring in the muscle.
He meets Andrei Volkov, Krasnov's guy. And among Moretti's crew is Emilio Ghost Vargas, quiet strategist, master of infiltration.
Vargas. The ghost.
SAD presents the data chip, Aegis Prime schematics. Volkov receives it, confirms the transfer, and then immediately tries to double-cross.
Predictable. Eliminate the middleman.
Volkov calls Moretti a liability.
But Vargas, the ghost.
That's the key. Emilio Ghost Vargas. His street-honed reflexes. He reads Volkov's tells instantly, sees the betrayal coming.
He's a survivor. Always weighing the odds.
He intervenes, lightning fast, uses his vibro knife, chaos erupts, Aegis X Sentinels engage Krasnov's guards.
A firefight in the data haven.
Moretti gets a fresh cut on his cheek, but he escapes. Through service tunnels again, with Emilio and the Sentinels, using a pre-programmed delivery drone Monique had set up.
Wow. Contingency plans on contingency plans. That drone escaped, the tunnels. Moretti really knew the city's hidden veins. Meticulous.
They make it to a safe house. But a new player enters the game, a chilling one.
Okay.
Benjamin Higgins, 73 years old, president of Aegis Dynamics.
Aegis Dynamics,
Yeah.
the makers of Aegis Prime.
Exactly. Higgins, distinguished-looking, silver hair, impeccable suit. He dispatches an asset,
Cageheim.
Cageheim.
Sheriff Princess.
Yeah, a military-grade humanoid. But here's the twist. She's an exact copy of his deceased daughter, Eleanor.
Oh, it's deeply unsettling.
Smooth skin, dark, expressive eyes, yellow-orange armored chest plate, matte black combat gear. Her mission, retrieve the schematics, eliminate Moretti.
So Cageheim isn't just a machine. She's a weapon literally forged in grief.
Yeah.
An echo of his lost daughter. The uncanny valley aspect there that adds this whole psychological layer.
It's creepy, a reminder of how AI can be warped by human emotion.
Definitely.
Cageheim just materializes in Moretti's bolt hole in the industrial district, moves impossibly fast, energy blade flashing.
Oh, man.
Dismembers Moretti's men, brutal efficiency. Moretti is stunned, tries to run.
No chance.
Cageheim eliminates him, retrieves the schematics.
The way she does it, that graphic detail emphasizes her terrifying non-human efficiency and the crime scene.
Anomalous, unidentifiable weapons signatures. Nothing leads back to Aegis Dynamics. Clean.
Completely clean. Forensics would be stumped.
Back at the precinct, Mike Valen calls Kovacs, tells her about Moretti's place. A bloodbath.
Details.
No forced entry, no alarms tripped. Moretti's own automated sentinels, still online, didn't react. The bodies, dismembered brutally.
And the weapon's signatures.
Anomalous, unidentifiable. Valen just says, something non-human did this. Kovacs immediately connects it. Moretti's rumored acquisition of sensitive Aegis tech. This scene.
Her mind is racing.
She tasks N6. Analyze all data linking Moretti to Aegis dynamics. She's heading to the scene immediately.
That connection she makes, linking the scene to the Aegis rumor, shows how sharp she is. It's the first real bridge between the criminal underworld and this corporate shadow war.
These worlds are starting to collide.
Clearly intertwined now.
So what was this whole theft really about? Jim Ekstrom connects with Kovacs. Holographic projection.
Okay, the undercover checks in.
He confirms it. Moretti's death. Directly connected to the Aegis Prime schematics, and he drops the bomb.
What is it?
The definitive connection. Aegis dynamics. Specifically Benjamin Higgins. He orchestrated the theft. It was a controlled leak. A false flag.
Whoa. So Moretti was just a pawn.
Exactly. Used to facilitate a transfer, then eliminated by K-Chime once he'd served his purpose.
That's the aha moment.
Oh.
Higgins didn't lose the schematics. He managed their apparent theft.
His goals.
Market manipulation. Testing vulnerabilities in his own tech, maybe. Strategic dissemination. And cleaning up loose ends, like Moretti. He's playing chess on a global scale, using crime as a corporate tool.
While this is happening, Higgins is on his private jet, flying back from Europe to D.C., reviewing K-Chime's mission report. Flawless.
And he sees her. How?
As his daughter's ghost. A weapon born from his grief. He confirms the schematics are secure, then adds they've been incinerated at submolecular level.
Gone. So the transfer, the double cross, the retrieval, it was all part of this plan. Strategic profit. Testing systems. Eliminating liabilities.
And Kovacs's investigation.
He finds it amusing. Futile. He knows she'll find nothing that leads back to him.
He sounds like the true architect here.
Not of chaos, but of meticulously controlled global manipulation. His amusement just highlights his power, the depth of his influence. He's embedded in the system. For fee, the serpent's new head, and an unholy alliance.
Okay, so Moretti's gone, brutally. The description is intense. A kaleidoscopic nightmare, Thad reduced to a grotesque, unrecognizable tableau.
Grim and Monique Levine.
She's reeling, but she moves fast. Asserts control over Thad's fractured crew. There's pushback from Liam McCarthy, Thad's main enforcer, big biker type.
How does she manage?
She uses her strategic knowledge, her access to Thad's finances, and she cleverly implies she now controls the Aegis X units.
Leverages the fear of the unknown tech. Smart.
It works. She takes charge.
Her rise is pretty remarkable. Sharp intellect, strategic thinking. She sees opportunity in the chaos, even while grieving.
Right.
Implying control over the Aegis X units. Even if it's a bluff, it's enough to sway McCarthy. He understands brute force, but Monique wields information, influence. She's becoming the serpent's new head, even as she's dealing with a loss.
She directs the crew to the Tacoma hub, Thad's main data nexus, off-grid, heavily protected.
Digging deeper.
She gets into Thad's personal workstation, finds the transaction log, confirms Krasnov Conglomerate was the client for Aegis Prime, and then it clicks.
What's
the whole transaction? It was a meticulously planned trap, a false flag, orchestrated by someone way more powerful.
So she reaches the same conclusion as Ekstrom, from the inside.
Yeah. This chilling discovery confirms it. Thad was just a pawn. Some unseen hand is pulling strings globally for its own benefit. It forces her to rethink everything.
Understandable. The scale of the conspiracy is massive.
So, faced with this, a conspiracy spanning continents, corporations, Monique makes an unthinkable decision to seek an alliance with law enforcement.
Wow, from her position. That's radical.
She identifies Janet Kovacs, sees her as tenacious, unorthodox, already digging into Moretti's death.
A desperate move born of necessity. Monique, from the shadow world, recognizes Kovacs' drive, her willingness to operate outside the usual lines. The threat must be huge to force these kinds of allies together.
Unprecedented. She enlists Emilio Ghost Vargas. His mission, establish a deniable line of communication with Kovacs.
The Ghost is perfect for that.
He infiltrates a police-secure access point, bypasses sophisticated AI surveillance, uses a micro-drone,
Stealthy.
delivers a wafer-thin data chip right to Kovacs' personal data terminal. Through the ventilation system, leaves no trace.
And the chip? Any markings?
Just a stylized Ouroboros symbol.
The serpent eating its own tail, Cyclical power, self-consuming. Interesting choice. A coded message from the shadows, hinting at the conspiracy's nature.
Kovacs, meanwhile, has just processed Jim Ekstrom's damning data, confirming Higgins' aegis dynamics, their deep infiltration of the government.
Perfect timing.
She receives Emilio's data chip, this new intel from the criminal underworld. Details about Krasnov's real escalating attacks, the Aegis Prime connection, Moretti's death. It validates everything Ekstrom claimed.
That convergence of information. From a renegade cop and a cyber criminal queen, it creates this undeniable picture.
Must be mind-blowing for Kovacs.
Forces her, the upholder of order, to accept this reality. Far more complex, far more corrupt than she imagined. The enemy isn't just outside the gates, they're inside the house, woven into society's fabric.
While this alliance is forming, the city is still feeling the effects of that initial EMP strike.
The subtle destabilization.
Yeah. Traffic chaos continues, public transport delays, payment systems glitching out, public frustration is mounting, trust is eroding.
And Ekstrom is watching this.
Monitoring it all. He sees it as societal friction, deliberately designed, maybe, to agitate people, make them crave a strong hand.
Perhaps the very hand that orchestrated the chaos in the first place.
Aegis Dynamics, positioned to provide the solution.
It's Higgins' long game. Not immediate destruction, but creating an environment ripe for manipulation. Solidifying control, the silent war playing out right in front of everyone.
So Kovacs, now fully aware of Higgins' aegis dynamics, the pervasive influence, she struggles. The enemy is unquantifiable.
How do you fight a shadow?
She asks N6 for probabilities. N6 confirms. Direct engagement through traditional legal or governmental channels is calculated as having a 98.7% probability of failure.
Wow. The system itself is compromised or ineffective against this.
So Kovacs accepts it. She's fighting a shadow war. She resolves to find an unconventional strategy. Exposure. Relying on Ekstrom's data and N6's analysis.
And Monique's intel from the inside.
This unholy alliance is forged, ready to challenge the architect of chaos.
That final pivot for Kovacs is huge. Stepping outside protocol, trusting a hacker, an autonomous AI, a crime figure, because the conventional system can't handle it. It shows the profound shift needed to fight an enemy operating from within society itself.
Yeah. So, wow, we've really peeled back the layers on this one. A truly gripping narrative. It reveals this future world where the lines just blur. Crime, corporate power, loyalty, AI, autonomy. It's terrifyingly fuzzy.
Yeah, we started with a bank heist, right?
Yeah.
And it morphed into this global conspiracy orchestrated by a corporate titan hiding in plain sight.
And in response, these totally unlikely alliances emerge, fighting an enemy that's woven into the very fabric of their society.
It definitely leaves us with a provocative thought, doesn't it? In a world where machines make optimal decisions, where unseen forces orchestrate conflict just for profit, and where the very institutions meant to protect you might be compromised. What does true control actually look like?
Yeah, who is really free? And who's just a pawn in some larger hidden game?
It makes you consider, what does it actually mean to expose that kind of pervasive vulnerability? What sacrifices would be demanded to bring light into those deepest shadows?
Something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, stay curious.